Thanks for staying with us. I'm Bill O'Reilly. In the Miller Time segment tonight, our guy Dennis has been closely following the treacherous political landscape, where even Judas is now involved, along with Jesus being used as a gimmick in San Francisco. The star of Amnesia and Talk Radio joins us now from Los Angeles. All right, so Hillary was under fire, but then not, and what say you?
Well, Bill, I think Hillary has fallen into that unfortunate syndrome. I believe the strict Latin derivation is Pinocchius absentius, where you don't even realize that you're lying anymore, quite frankly. That's where she's come to in her life. I don't believe anything Hillary has to say. I think when Hillary cried on her way out of the womb, she was faking that to guilt the doctor into giving her a front row bassinet in the display case. I don't believe anything she says. I don't even know if she knows she's lying anymore.
All right, now have you always been that
as a president?
Have you always been that judgmental about Senator Clinton, or was there something that you saw in her at some point that made you form that opinion?
Geez, Bill, never have you more blatantly played devil's advocate. Geez, there's a resonance coming off you. Let me say this. I read Hillary's book. I got to the chapter where she said she had no idea Bill was running around on her, and I remember thinking, really? I'm pretty sure you're not smart enough to be my president then, honey, because that is a massive Macy's balloonized tea leaf that you failed to read there.
Well, look, Miller, wait a minute. Now, I am playing it. If you were under fire like that, if you were pinned down, you wouldn't know what your spouse was doing either. Miller.
Oh, you're saying she was pinned down. And
no, I'm saying that she thought she was pinned down, so how could she possibly know that what was going on the home front?
Bill, you think Monica Lewinsky was the first one? No, come on.
I'm being facetious, Miller. The devil has a sense of humor, too, okay?
Okay, sorry.
Think that one right over there, but...
You're too sly. It just shot over my head, like the sniper that's in the studio with me right now.
I just want to caution you, if you keep doing this amnesia thing, you're just going to keep losing it, and you're not going to remember anything ever. Now,
and
Judas.
What's the name of the show, young man?
Judas. I was shocked when James Carville, who I believe was at the Last Supper himself, called Governor Richardson Judas. Were you as appalled as I was?
Well, I look at Carville's picture there. I'm just shocked when you squint that much, you still need glasses. Listen, the Clintons run with rough guys. Begala, that is the most hateful smile I've ever seen, a big toothy cleaver. And when you're talking about Skeletor here, he plays rough. You better wear a cup.
Skeletor?
Yeah, I always look at Carville, and he's like a Muppet that was accidentally washed on hot or something. There's never any rational discourse with Carville. You just ask him a question, you might as well yank the pool starter and that ugly garlic knot of a head of his. He starts yipping away like some satanic chihuahua under a strobe light, and he's PO'd here. He's more unhinged than a tater cellar door in a Cat 5 hurricane. Richardson got under his skin, and by the way, I want to compliment Richardson for showing up to get the Mexican vote in the El Diablo goatee. I mean, for God's sakes, why didn't he just show up in a Mexican wrestling mask?
All right, let's recap. Some kind of satanic chihuahua under a light with a Mexican wrestling mat. I caught most of it. I caught most of what you said. But that was really fast. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to rerun that and kind of slow it down a little bit. All right, let's segue.
Let me send you the Cliff Notes, Bill. Let me send you the Cliff Notes.
I got the chihuahua under the light, though. Because we have the dog whisperer, so I'll ask him about it. All right, now, we're going to segue from Judas to Jesus in our favorite town, San Francisco, which despises any remnants of Christianity or Judaism or any organized religion. On Easter Sunday, the Hunky Jesus contest was launched. What say you?
I say that whatever covenant I have with God, and I assume most people do, it's not impinged upon by moron homosexual guys having parades in San Francisco. My sanctum sanctorum, I set the cover charge. Idiots don't get in. If they want to do this, fine. Nobody should get involved except God. If God wants to smote them, if he's still in the smoting business, he should. Other than that, it matters not a twit to me. These guys are looking for a gay parade theme every week.
Tell me the truth, Miller. I want you to answer this question truthfully.
I am telling you the truth.
Wouldn't you love to see all of these people turn to salt? Wouldn't that be just great?
Well, I don't know, Bill. It's just it doesn't matter to me.
Just for a day. Just for a day. Turn them to salt for a day. Then they can go back to whatever they're doing.
As long as it's sea salt, Bill, because I want healthy people turned into salt. No, listen,
Good point.
there was
San
one
Francisco.
positive. There was one positive story this week. I have to get this out, Bill. In times where the Sturm and Drang of politics brings us down, I have to salute the New York governor. Turns out he had many affairs. He was doing marijuana. He was doing blow. And I just want to say to all the visually impaired people out there, this is proof positive that if you set your mind to it, you can do anything. So God bless the governor.
Billy, you didn't even say that on national TV, did you?
Well, I'm just saying it's an inspiration to blind all across this country. Go for it, kids.
Aye. All right, Dennis Miller, everybody, with the satanic chihuahua under a heat lamp and encouraging sightless people to follow in the governor of New York's footsteps or something. We'll see you next week, Dennis, I hope. You may be arrested.